Construct functions. Example 1. A shoe store offers free points when you sign up for their rewards card. For each pair of shoes that you purchase, you earn an additional number of points. Find and interpret the rate of change and initial value. So we are given a graph, and we have number of shoes purchased on the x-axis and points earned on the y-axis. So I can see that if you buy 2 pairs of shoes, you will have 60 points. If you buy 4 pairs of shoes, you'll have 90 points. 6 pairs of shoes, 120 points, and 8 pairs of shoes, 150 points. To find and interpret the rate of change and initial value, we first need to find the slope. So remember, rate of change, think slope. And you can take any 2 points and calculate the slope. So 2, 60, and 4, 90. We're going to find the difference in the y values, 90 minus 60, and the difference in the x values, 4 minus 2, and divide to get 15. Okay. So you earn 15 points for every pair of shoes purchased. The initial value, that's our y-intercept, that's our b value, our starting value. How many points do you start out with if you have a card? So we can look at the pattern on the graph and go backwards. So from each set of points, each point to the next point on the line, it's up 2 and to the right 4. So we could do the opposite, go down 2 and to the right 4. And we end up on the y-axis. At 0, we have 30 points. So our y-intercept is 30. So you sign up for their rewards card, you get 30 points automatically, and then an additional 15 points for every pair of shoes that you purchase. Example number 2. Samantha has some photos in an album. Each week she plans to add 12 photos. She had 120 photos after 8 weeks. Assume the relationship is linear. That means we can use y equals mx plus b. Find and interpret the rate of change and initial value. All right, so each week she plans to add 12 photos. That's our slope. And to calculate the initial value, we need to find the y-intercept. So we can use y equals mx plus b because we have weeks and photos, an ordered pair given to us. All right, after 8 weeks, we have 120 photos. So x is 8 and y is 120. M is 12. We're going to take these 3 numbers and plug them in to y equals mx plus b form. And now we're going to solve for b. 12 times 8 is 96. To get b by itself, subtract 96 from both sides, and you get 24. So b is 24, and m is 12. All right. Now, it says interpret. 12 photos per week. That's how many it's increasing by. And b is 24. That means she started out with 24 pictures in her album to begin with. Example number 3. The table shows how much money Casey has saved. Assume the relationship is linear. Find and interpret the rate of change and initial value. So we have number of months and how much money he has saved. To find the rate of change from a table, we calculate the change in y's. That's up 20, plus 20, plus 20. And the change in x's, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. And we divide the change in y over the change in x. 20 divided by 1. is 20. So he's saving $20 per month. The rate of change, that's our slope. And our initial value, that's how much money did he start with. So we could go backwards in our table and find out how much money he had at 2 months, 1 month, and then at 0 months. Or we can write an equation and solve for the y-intercept. So let's do that. Y equals mx plus b form. We can use any point. So I'm going to use the first point. This is my x and that's my y value. And I know my slope is 20. Instead of x, I'm going to put 3. B is what I'm looking for. And instead of y, I'm going to put 110. And then solve this equation. 20 times 3 is 60. Subtract 60 from both sides, and you get 50. B is 50. So what does this mean? Casey started with $50, and then he started to save $20 each month.